Hey, you guys, this is Tia Nicole, and I'm waking up. Well, not just waking up, but I woke up this morning. I was watching this YouTube video, and it was this video about can a man be a slut or whatever, or a hoe, whatever you want to call it. And I just wanted to bring it to y'all, so that we can have this little topic discussion. Plus, I'm bored, but I kind of want to share my ideas. I feel as though uh men can't really be called a hoe or a slut. It's not in their caliber. You just can't do it. It's just the way. It's just the way it is. You can't change. You can't flip it. You can't turn it around. You can't do nothing. You just can't call them a hoe or a slut. And the reason why is that women have the power to say no. They have the power to approve or disapprove sex or allow it. If let's put it this way. If all the women in the world said no, niggas will be out here in the Sahara Desert. They little thing will be sizzling like a Italian sausage. Guaranteed. They gonna be out here dry as hell. Because a nigga is not a nigga can't he not gonna turn down no sex. And he damn sure ain't gonna go with no nigga. So if a woman say no, if all the women in the world say no, niggas will be SOL. They'll be out here going crazy. But you know what? Niggas can put that label on a female because they know they had the power and they don't use it. Which is why they get labeled a hoe. You feel what I'm saying? A nigga ain't gonna say no. He not. End of story. Point blank period. He not gonna say no. He not gonna turn down no sex. The only thing he can say is yes. That's in his caliber. You feel what I'm saying? But a woman has the ability, the approval of sexual relations. If it wasn't for women, and I'm not talking about you know, homosexual relationships. I don't have no problem with homosexual relationships. I love everybody. But I'm saying I'm talking about men and women. If women said no, sex would be illegal between men and women. It'll be illegal because what they gonna do? Go to another nigga? Ain't no nigga gonna just up and go with another nigga. He gonna be out here dry. You feel what I'm saying? But because y'all don't use y'all power, y'all don't utilize the power to say no, dudes have an easier target to call you out your name. A hoe, a slut. Dudes don't have power. They don't. All they could do is say yes and get it. You feel what I'm saying? But if you don't utilize your power, that gives him an easier way to call you a hoe. You can't call a dude a hoe. You just can't. That goes into respecting. You know, the term respect. It's so many disrespectful ass niggas out here that it makes some females look disrespectful. You want to know why? Because in these days, a woman think the only way to get a man now and to keep a man is to sleep with him. And that's the power that dudes have. They had the power to degrade a woman. They had that power if you don't use yours first. You feel what I'm saying? If you don't use your power to stand up for yourself and say no, then he gonna degrade you. But a real ass nigga will respect a woman that can say no. But see, it ain't no real ass niggas out here, which is why they only respecting these hoes. You feel what I'm saying? They respecting these hoes that's putting out. They not respecting the women that say no. Because the women that say no are not hoes. But see, that's the only way that you almost can only keep a man is if you sleep with him. Or get a man. That's the way it is. That's the way society is. It's just the way it goes. But you feel you feel like you obligated to do that. You know, that's just for some of the females that's out here today. They feel obligated now. Because niggas are slowly degrading them every single day that they don't use their power to say no. Like I said, dudes are gonna take advantage of females that don't use their power, and that's almost sadly 70% of the females in the world is not using their power, which is why 70% plus females is getting called hoes out here. But dudes can't be called hoes. They can't be called sluts because they don't have no power. Somebody with no power can't be called nothing because they ain't got no power. The only thing they gonna say is yes. They're not gonna turn it down. They're not gonna go to another nigga. But you feel what I'm saying? But if females would sit there and say, more females would say no to sexual, y'all control the damn sex industry. You know, if you're not homosexual or whatever, y'all control it. But y'all don't use it. Y'all don't use y'all power enough. So dudes start taking advantage. They start degrading. They start labeling. You feel what I'm saying? But you can't do that to a dude. Because he ain't got no power. That's the same way when people say, you know, people call each other dumb when you have knowledge but you don't use it. It's the same way. If you got power to say no and you say yes, you're going to get called a hoe. End of story. You know? Main point is that females have power, they don't utilize it, which gives men a easier way to target them and degrade them and take advantage of them and label them as hoes. But you can't do all that to a dude because he gonna sit there, he not gonna turn it down, he gonna say yes. That's in his power to say yes. You feel what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say. You know, I just wanted to put that out there. I want to hear y'all feedback on what do you think? Do you think that men can be called hoes, and why not? You know, I just want to hear y'all feedback because this is a big topic among teenagers. You know, it's a big debate on why females get called hoes and dudes don't. So you might not feel the same way I feel. I feel as though men just can't be called hoes and sluts because that's not the way it goes. Because somebody with no damn power and they see somebody else with all the damn power but not using it, they gonna take advantage of your ass. That's why you get called a hoe. You had the power to say no, but then you say yes. You let it happen. You allow it. When you can easily disapprove it. You control it, but you're not taking control. So I just want to hear y'all side of the story, what y'all feel like. If you agree with me, that's cool. If you don't, that's cool too. Everybody got their own opinions. I just want to hear it. I want to hear feedback. By the way, follow me on Twitter. My name is Pretty Little Heart. Pretty _ Little Heart. PRE capital T capital E capital E _ little LIL heart. It's gonna be on the caption too, so if you ain't catch that. But everybody follow me, I follow back. I'll be saying some wild stuff. I tweet all the time. You might get sick of me, whatever, but I'll be talking about some real stuff. And if I'm not talking about real stuff, I'm probably treating somebody or, you know, shitting on these hoes. I'm crazy, but love you all. Remember, feedback, comment, like it. I want to know, do you think a man can be a hoe? Or you just don't think that it can actually happen? Let's go.